remember last year's Survivor Series with Rock Solid Paul White versus Orton in the main event? They had to cancel.
The show that was so bad it inspired us to create this channel.
This channel exists because last year's Survivor Series was the straw that broke our backs. And this year's was 10 times worse.
You have a show where Sting debuts, and that even can't save it.
Are you fucking kidding me with this shit?
It was terrible.
First of all, I only knew two for. Well, let's get this out of the way first. This is going to be a 2, maybe 3-parter, okay? I'm sorry if you don't like watching multiple-parted videos. At the end of the day, I don't care. How about that? No, but, wow.
Garbage.
Wow, I only knew 2 of the matches that were happening going into this.
Yeah, that's nice build.
The main event and the Divas title match.
And don't forget, Bray versus Ambrose.
I did forget because the build was not even existent.
But it was very personal.
Oh, it was very personal. Yeah, we'll get back to that. But for fuck's sake. What are you doing?
Just making sure I can see that.
Go.
Taz.
The only reason I knew the Divas title match was happening in the first place is because Brie Bella bought a ticket and you have to remind us of this shit every fucking week. Whatever. We get a cheesy opening video with a deep voice guy trying to make this lame, overarching story seem epic, and they failed, and that failure set the tone for the rest of the fucking show. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know why any of it's happening. I just know I have to watch it for 3 hours of my life instead of The Walking Dead. So Vince comes out to start the show. JBL calls this schlock the biggest Survivor Series of all time.
How about the one where WWF fought the Alliance?
The fate of WWE was at stake. Oh, but the future's gonna be decided tonight, Maggle! So Vince brings out the Authority, and the show has to start like this because there's no matches on the card, and they have to fill up time with a Raw opening segment, which is just the Authority explaining the storyline. Wonderful. Stephanie starts a Vince chant, and she's like, Vince! 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 Vince!
Nice voice, McPork.
So then Vince calls out Cena, and he looks gay, and there's a 35-minute promo explaining the storyline because this is a pay-per-view.
We know.
Then we go to the Three Stooges who are hoarding out the network at the pay-per-view that you can only see on the network. So, next is the Fatal 4-Way match. This is how Lillian announced it. Up next, the Fatal 4-Way! Like we knew it was happening. Like, oh, here's the Fatal 4-Way. What Fatal 4-Way? Well, apparently it's the Usos, the Sodomy Crew, Team Shit, and the Matadors for the tag team titles. Why?
It's the shit blender.
That's exactly what this is. We get more Marie Laveau commentary from the Three Stooges. Unwatchable with smarky Mizdow chants throughout.
We want Mizdow! We want Mizdow! Away!
Fake awesome tripe with
Fergal.
Stardust doing the falling star, which is where he jumps off the top rope and hits you with his buttocks.
And he's hissing like a cat.
Oh my god! What the fuck else happened? Oh, Miz and Miz Down Syndrome won. They're the tag team champions now. Thank you, Smarks. Your fucking gay-ass chanting means we have to deal with this shit on Raw for extended periods of time now. They're not just gonna release these two because of you. They think they're over. Thanks a lot. You're killing wrestling.
You do realize that if you like Sandow, if he gets a push, he's gonna drop the Mizdow thing, right? And he's gonna go back to being the same boring doughboy he was always.
So then,
oh, my Emma Mite sandwiches are ready.
You know, the Real Americans never won the tag belts. Rybaxel never won the tag belts. Fucking Harper and Rowan never won the tag belts. But Miz and Miz Down Syndrome, they'll win the tag belts because the moneymaker taking nude selfies with this fuck, that's money. You want that on the screen for extended periods of time every week. Give them the penny belts.
The solid gold belts.
Yeah, so we're backstage at a pay-per-view. One of the big four. We're backstage with Adam Rose and the Bunny, and they're playing with toys. Slater Gator come over, and Adam Rose challenges them to a tag match against him and the Bunny, and this is Survivor Series, folks.
The Exalting Express has the power to make matches on the card.
So some Divas shit happens or whatever. Apparently, the Divas need their own traditional Survivor Series.
This was ridiculous how long this went on.
It was Cameron,
ugly,
Summer Rae, Layla, who you could hear her ovaries burning like popcorn throughout the whole match, and Paige versus Naomi, Natty Nightfart, who came out with kid, fag, he's a fag. Naomi, Natty, who the fuck else?
Who cares?
Oh, Emma, the Emma Mite sandwich.
Emma Mite sandwich.
Whatever the fuck that is. This traditional Survivor Series match went on for literally almost a half an hour. There's no hyperbole.
Paige was hot.
This match went on for a half an hour.
And the moves, Natty Nightfart's like stepping on people's hands. What the fuck am I watching in her new diaper attire?
The announcers were talking about Doink the Clown, telephones, random wrestling trivia, and softball. The only thing that was appropriate here was softball, because my dick and balls couldn't get hard watching this shit. Because Paige was the only attractive human being within the vicinity of St. Louis, and she looks mighty fine in fishnets, by the way.
But this match was so long.
Emma Chance! Emma Chance! What do you want?
What is an Emma Mite sandwich? What is it?
You know what? This match goes out to all of you assholes out there, all of you fucking freedom fighters who want Divas fucking segments to be wrestling instead of women getting naked. This was for you, okay? I hope you enjoyed a half hour of technical wrestling from the beautiful Naomi and Cameron.
Sexy, smart, and powerful.
Oh,
the
fuck!
the
The gayest crowd chant ever. Maddie's husband.
Tyson Kidd. Oh, I love Kidd.
Can you really call him the husband when he's the one who gets penetrated every night? More Mizdow chants, of course, right? This was the worst match I've ever seen. That's it. And
it was just so long.
To add insult to injury, because no matter what happened, I would have hated this fucking match. The heel team gets swept, and Paige gets completely buried by the likes of Emma, Natty Nightfart, Naomi, and whoever the fuck else was on their team. Thank you.
Alicia Fox, that's who it was, who was all of a sudden...
Yeah, why is she a face? She's a black diva. She's supposed to be a heel. Can you just fire Paige so she can go on to have a great porn career? Because you're wasting her. You're wasting her. Then we have to be insulted by seeing a panel with Canada, Librarian, Booker, Heyman, and Alex Riley. No one cares. All they do is explain what's happening.
This isn't ESPN.
I know what's happening, folks. I just watched it. Can you explain why I should care that it's happening? Because I still don't know. Speaking of not knowing why I should care, Wyatt versus Ambrose came on next.
Oh my god. And the sad part was, this was a pretty good match.
This was the worst build for a match I've ever seen, folks. Okay? Why are they fighting? Oh, it's very personal. And there's no stipulation either. Just here's a single match between two guys who hate each other now. I don't know why. Don't give them any...
Wyatt screwed Ambrose.
Don't give them any time on Raw. Just, you know, whatever. It doesn't make any sense for Ambrose not to be on Team Cena. Why doesn't he hate the Authority anymore?
They almost killed him.
He's fine, though. He has a personal feud because Wyatt made fun of his dad, who we never saw or heard of before, so we should care. Somber Wyatt commentary ensues. Oh, Wyatt claims that he wants to save Dean Ambrose, and Ambrose has his demons. I don't give a shit! What is saying Ambrose has demons doing for anyone? We don't know what his demons are. Oh, but it makes it more mysterious, John! This is a wrestling TV show. Okay, I want to know what the fuck is happening. I want to know why I should give it... Oh, Ambrose has demons. That's why you should care, John.
Very personal.
No one cares. Oh, Ambrose's parents. Oh, your dad's in jail. I don't care. How is that a story? Oh, well, Ambrose hates Wyatt because somehow Wyatt knows every intimate detail of Ambrose's life.
Because I'm scary.
Yeah.
I'll set Harper and Rowan free.
Like, he talks about Ambrose's parents and, like, we don't know what he's talking about. We don't care. The build was just garbage, and what got me even more annoyed was that this is a nothing feud, and we have to be told countless times how personal it is. Ah, very personal. Why is it personal? The match itself was fine. It'd be a great SmackDown main event because there was no story. That's what SmackDown main events are for these days. You know, usually SmackDown back in the day was great for story. Now, just put shit on it. So this would have been fine for a PG era SmackDown main event, not for Survivor Series!
The ending with the ladder, the fake... Oh, this was so dumb. First of all, this match really needed blood, and there was none. So thank you, Vince.
Before we get to the beginning of the match, JBL, because this is all he does on commentary, he tells you how much of a fight this is. Oh, this is a fight, Maggle! They're gonna fight each other! Fight like you're in someone else's body, Maggle! This is a fight! And then Cole wants to chime in. And he says the most brilliant line ever. There's no talent on display here.
Nice, you asshole.
He really said that.
Pour him another dew. Diet dew. Oh, man.
So in the middle of the match, Wyatt grabs a microphone and asks Ambrose, why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting me? Get it? Because he's creepy and weird, and you're not supposed to understand him because he's out there. Get it? He's the crazy guy. Woo!
Dirty deeds.
Trying to give this like some big time feel. Get real. You're insulting my intelligence. This isn't big time. I don't know why they're fighting. I don't care. So Ambrose then hits Wyatt with a chair and gets himself disqualified. No finishing, the only somewhat entertaining thing of the whole night, and it's personal or something. He did 30 feeds onto a chair.
30 feeds.
That's what we're calling, because it's not dirty deeds, okay? It's just a regular DDT. There's nothing remotely special about
I don't know why they had to change it. It was cool.
He does an elbow drop to Wyatt through a table. That was cool. He brings in another table, puts it over Wyatt, and then throws dozens of chairs over him. Literally burying him. Burying, I should say. King's like, oh, he's burying Wyatt. I'm like, yeah, he is.
He's burying him under Mite sandwiches.
So, Wyatt is... Ambrose pulls out a giant, like, 20-foot ladder, right?
The last time we saw this was WrestleMania 22, when Shawn Michaels jumped off the ladder onto Vince.
It looks like the setup for, like, the coolest spot in years, okay? Wyatt, he's buried under a broken table, a fresh table, and, like, dozens of chairs. Ambrose is climbing the ladder. He poses like he's gonna do something awesome, and then climbs down the ladder and the segment ends.
Oh my goodness.
Can someone explain what the fuck that was and what I was supposed to get out of it?
I'll tell you what it was a cock tease.
What was I supposed to get out of Ambrose climbing the ladder, doing this, and then climbing down and walking away?
It was a cock tease.
Was it even a cock tease? Like, did they even...
He took chairs, and he threw them in the ring and didn't use them. And then he pulls a ladder out and climbs it and just sits there. This is as bad as Big Show driving out in the semi and just standing there. You gotta give us something, you assholes.
Folks, we haven't made anything up so far. Everything we've said really happened.
That's hardcore. He's climbing a ladder. He's gonna stand on it.
And now we have to be treated to assholes online going, are you complaining about this? It's hardcore action. A guy climbing a ladder and not doing anything is not hardcore action. So we're backstage with Team Authority. There's a pep talk going on. Rusev was wearing flip-flops. Why? I think the camera went down too low and you weren't supposed to see that. It just looks stupid. Stephanie does some horrible acting. The pep talk went on for about 7 minutes, and I felt really bad for the Authority because all they're trying to do is just sustain their existence and keep their jobs, and for no reason, John Cena hates them.
Yeah.
What? The Authority have been defending Cena since this Bryan thing, saying he's best for business, and then Cena's like, I'm gonna take your job. Why are they the heels? What did they do that was evil lately? They tried to kill Dean Ambrose. Good, he grabs people's nuts. I'd kill him too. So Adam Rose and the Bunny vs. Slatergate. No, we're not glorifying this shit with a review, okay? This is Survivor Series. This is one of the big four. Well, you're making this shit up as you go along. You have all these wrestlers, and you pick the Bunny and Adam Rose versus Slater and Gator? What was the pre-show? Cesaro vs. Swagger. Yeah, okay, the Cum Stain Warrior sucks, and Swagger's buried beyond all belief, but if you're gonna make this shit up as you go, can you do that instead of this?
Oh, the Bunny just wants to have fun.
Pour that Bunny another glass of Diet Dew.
Roman Reigns gets interviewed. Last year, he single-handedly saved Survivor Series by winning for the heel team, and he says that he's gonna be back in a month. Good. The show needs some actual guys who I don't want to choke to death. But pretty soon he's going to be ruined anyway, so he might as well just be fired. This is my outlook on wrestling now. Whenever I like a wrestler, it's like, whatever, they should fire him now before they ruin him.
Mite sandwich.